Crucial. Crucial. Every Sunday, around 10 p.m. Crucial. Crucial. Every Sunday, around 10 p.m.
You are listening to the Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the Loyola University campus on 88.7 FM. This is Crucial Rhythms with DJ System 4 and Epic 1.
Crucial Rhythms. The time is 10:02. Today's date is November 10th. Shout out to little Taynot. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Taynot.
And I am Epic 1, EPIK with the number 1. And we have...
I am System with a 4.
That's right.
7 days later, another installment of Crucial Rhythms. Just want to let you know you're listening to 88.7 WLUW, Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. We got a lot of tasty music tonight, and I'm glad everyone tuned in.
Yeah, tonight's guest, I've been saying it for a while, but it takes work to clean up an artist as underground caliber as Sensei from Artifacts from New Jersey. We're going to get into his music. First, we're going to get into his mix. But before we go that, I'm going to work it backwards. Mix last, interview before that, and then what are we going to hit it off with first? The Crucial Hip Hop Facts?
We'll do the facts first, and then we'll do the picks.
The Connect what?
Yeah, Connect 4.
The Connect 4 by DJ System 4.
Diagonal.
Work the angles sharp and precise.
45-degree angle.
All right, let's get into the news then.
Rest in peace, Big Pun. He would have been 48 this week, 11/9. Also, 27 years ago this week, Diggle Planets released Rebirth of Slick as the lead single off their debut album, Reachin', New Refutation of Time and Space, under Elektra Records. 5 years ago this week, Sugar Gang or Big Hank Bank passed away of cancer at the age of 58, and that would have been tomorrow. Also, 11 years ago this week, Firm member AZ released his rarities compilation Final Call under One Music, 11/9. Tribe Called Quest, November 9th, 1993, released Midnight Marauders. And Wu-Tang Clan entered within the 36 Chambers. 2 hip-hop releases, pretty
November
classic. Rest in peace to Heavy D, Dwight Myers, May 24th, 1967 to November 8th, 2011, this past week. 19 years ago this week, Godfather's member Necro and they released his debut album, I Need Drugs, under his own label, Psychological Records. 11 years ago this week, 22 years ago this week, Compton's Most Wanted frontman 808 released his 3rd album, Last Man Standing, under Epic Records. Happy birthday to Eve from the Rough Riders Clique. Also, happy 55th birthday to Peppa from Salt and Pepper.
What day was that?
That was 11/9.
Okay.
Yeah.
November
Happy
9th.
49th birthday to Scarface, also 11/9. He would have been 49 this year. And happy birthday to Roxanne Shante, and she would be 50 this year.
Roxanne Shante? Okay.
Yeah. And happy birthday to T3 from Slum Village. His birthday was 11/8.
Okay.
And, Gangster's Paradise, Coolio album, was released 11/7, 1995.
Good stuff.
Yep. Farside released their 3rd album, Plain Rap, 19 years ago this week, 11/7. And 19 years ago this week, The Outlaws released their 2nd album, Ride With Us, Collide With Us, under their own label, One Nation Entertainment, 11/7. 24 years ago this week, EPND member Eric Sermon released his 2nd album, Double or Nothing, under Def Jam and Columbia Recordings. And a happy 43rd to One Below from Binary Star. His birthday is 11/7. AZ released his 6th studio album, The Format, on November 7th, 2006. That's the news.
That's the hip-hop news. All right. If we get more news, we'll let you know later on. But so let's get into this this Connect 4. What you got first for us?
Got Planet Asia with Barbershop Taper.
All right, let's see what that sounds like.
Actual facts for all my G's that's loving it, this, that, other. It's shit. Top shelf, cheap in that medical. Fucking incredible how I'm smothering. Positive thoughts penetrate when it's time to escape. I hit the way in the scrape and let the jewels drape. How could I ever lose faith? I'm good as it gets, I just got the news late. As clear as day, I'm here to stay like a pyramid in the desert, and the rest of y'all just in the way. Surgical when I shoot, what I do ain't nothing cute. I'm caught in the cycle, living my truth. I always knew that gangster meant getting your mail. Play with the game and either end up dead or in jail. Felon's not an option when you're working with knowledge. A plan is a plan, even if you work at McDonald's. I could've said something flyer, but my desire to take your minds higher is more fire. That's just how I'm wired. In the cut till we papered up, we barbershop tapered up, hustle and get some cake with us. In the cut till we papered up, we barbershop tapered up, hustle and get some cake with us. Hustle and get some cake with us. Straight out the Cali sun, had to make a valley run to match the jumper. Keep a thumper for when the malice comes. You bumpy in at your run, but I had the gun. Up you thought, this ain't no Wonderland in Addison, it's such a sport. It comes with cheerleaders and fan support, no referees, so you can foul as much as you want. I knew your music was doodle by the look of the font. I'm number one no matter issue, this push to the front. Let me fix my bouffants. It's mad at me cause to the ladies I'm the cup of tea and croissant. The back blower, snake moan, a lot of loving. When it comes to the box, you getting to the bottom of it. You thought it was, but it wasn't. You tried to stunt, this shit is buzzing. Just ask your nephews, nieces and cousins. My last shift left me cause I wasn't a husband. Guess I'll be thugging out my luggage to the day of judgment. In the cut till we papered up, we barbershop tapered up, hustle and get some cake with us. In the cut till we papered up, we barbershop tapered up, hustle and get some cake with us. Hustle and get some cake with us.
Crucial Rhythms. Whoa, DJ System 4. What a way to start it off, man.
Barbershop Taper, Planet Asia. Produced by Nicholas Craven.
All right, cool, man. I don't know how you're going to top that, but what's next?
I got a DJ JS1 with Cannabis and KRS1. So,
all right.
I feel like it's on the way.
Danger, 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 danger. Clear and present. Danger, danger, danger.
Once in a lifetime you get this. KRS, word up, ha! Cannabis, what up, man?
Clear and present danger.
We gonna share the mic, rock on. My man JS in the building. Let's do it. Real DJs gon' play this one. You got Cannabis, KRS, and JS1. When the day is done, we pray for pun. We pray not to spray or raise our guns. But cats want funds, and sometimes the weapons ain't guns. Sometimes it's words and tongues. But we speak into their lungs and make them cough up their written lies one by one. To all my sons, don't run. You are what you believe you are. You are the one. Male or female, you are the sun. Shine your mind, I be leaving them stunned. Look for KRS, he's on tour. Now you about to really hit the basement floor. A lot of these rappers, they fake for sure. Most of these cats never taste the raw. You ask as you laugh what they faking for. The answer for these clowns is the cake for sure. They want 1 million, 2 million, maybe more. Money, that's what the people crazy for. They quick to say, I ain't no whore. But if a man can't provide, he's looking at the front door. War, strife, stress, life, anger, a clear control your anger. JS1 bringing you another banger. It's clear and it's present, avoid the danger. It's clear and it's present, you are your savior. It's clear and it's present, control your anger. JS1 bringing you another banger.
Clear and present danger, danger,
Who's the
danger.
real criminal? Criminals cover. Who's the real criminal? Corruption and greed is. Who's the real criminal? Criminal religion.
They say signs of the end is near.
Dangerous, the most heinous crimes have been committed.
Clear and present danger, 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 danger.
Heliocraft, circle remedial flight path. Bright flash and a shockwave blast make them crash. Leatherneck, repeat the weather specs. Intelligence better be correct, or I'm gonna break Nick off my neck. Far more pleasure, per bar measure. Drops in barometric pressure make me better. Back to album 1, can I bust 100 targets simultaneously struck. Support for the reprisal with a hip-hop Bible. My basic instructions become liable. The high data rap rate I create's not something I can teach anyone how to make. 4 cycles per second, you can hear more the message. Plus a shot if you boarded elections. Mental over potential, tectonic pressure. Yes, I use ultramagnetic sensors. Wanna be hot in here, no more ionosphere. Now you can beatbox to my prayers. Digital woodpecker signals invisible. Minimal ELF waves gradually killing you. What can you do about it? Nothing. But you better be prepared to react when it's coming. Clear and present danger, no more running. Can't you see what the world is becoming? Clear and present danger, counterproductive destruction. It's a world war coming.
So I told people that if you're interested in avoiding World War III,
It's clear and it's present, avoid the danger. It's clear and it's present, you are your savior. It's clear and it's present, control your anger. JS1 bringing you another banger. It's clear and it's present, avoid the danger. It's clear and it's present, you are your savior. It's clear and it's present, control your anger. JS1 bringing you another banger.
Clear and present danger, danger,
Who's the
danger.
real criminal? Criminals cover. Who's the real criminal? Corruption and greed is. Who's the real criminal? Criminal religion.
They say signs of the end is near.
The more dangerous.
Most heinous crimes have been committed.
Clear and present danger, 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 danger.
Crucial Rhythms, that was pick number 2 by DJ System 4.
Clear and present danger. Cannabis, KRS, and DJ JS1.
All right, cool. Number 3.
3. Sneaky diagonal sign. Black Thought and Static Selector.
All right, well, you got 2 winning combos there. Let's see what that sounds.
Couldn't tell.
All right, let's see what that sounds like.
Tell her first when we fell in love, but I should've left alone like well enough. Trying to buy a dream, she was selling drugs. See, that's the irony, like smell of blood of our relationship or whatever the hell it was. Keep stinging, but I never let it kill the buzz. At first it has this shit, then it does. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because before cellular phones were educated and captured actual photographs that never faded. A DJ got a request to play the favorite record on the radio of his ex, but never played it. And though the lady was vexed and devastated, she took a yoga lesson and stretched and meditated. It then created a curse that's dedicated to the most Satanist shenanigans that he ever dated. Tore through an entire library, one book at a time, looking for rhymes, inspiration, some open in line. A marketing plan like having a coke and a smile, a heart in her hand, though passion had broken it down. She placed brick by brick like the China wall, queuing up the theater lights before the monologue. Cancel the reservation at the Gaza Fort. We got the stuff up with the condom on. I couldn't tell her first when we fell in love, but I should've left alone like well enough. Trying to buy a dream, she was selling drugs. See, that's the irony, like the smell of blood of our relationship or whatever the hell it was. Kept stinging, but I never let it kill the buzz. At first it has to hit you, then it does. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because picture the 80s ethos on the East Coast. Police coke, weed smoke, government cheese toast. That's when I graduated out of the freak show. They grow up on the corner where the killers and creeps go to speak low. You know still waters is deep, bro. The streets know somebody get a shot, it's a free throw. If anybody hear gunshots, then it's beat though. Finito, everybody rolling with heat show. Side effects of the Zoloft, the guns go off and the Dumbo off. For the amount of jumbo cars before the prologue, oxygen in the lungs go lost. They said they never seen another head slump so hard, or seen the people breaking out like the mum so hard, or ever seen a heart physically jump so far. At the service they never heard a song sung so hard till it was on the radio.
#1 show off was playing. I couldn't tell at first when we fell in love. I should've left alone like well enough. Trying to buy a drink, she was selling drugs. See, that's the irony, like the smell of blood of our relationship or whatever the hell it was. Kept stinging, but I never let it kill the buzz. At first it has this shit and it does. I made the DJ promise to never play this record again because
And that was Black Thought with Static Selecta. And the song is Couldn't Tell, and it's the unreleased Lucky 7 version. So
yeah, so shout out to Frank the Tank filling that one, and shout out to Dwayne Scott. He was filling the JS1 joint, and we'll keep letting him know who's in the house. Matter of fact, let's do a house check right now, because I love to acknowledge the people that are in the house with us. So we have
big up Michael Perrin. Always supporting the show. Big up Gio Rios. Big up Ricardo Aguilera. Big up Ruben Corneo. Big up Anthony Chin. Big up Juice.
Juice the man.
Big up Gracie Elaine. Big up Saul Rivera. Big up Roderick
Bishop
Mullen. Big up Frank the Tank Harris. Big up Joe Arciaga and Karen Robinson.
Yeah, man. And the people that shared.
Big up Joseph Melito. Ruben Corneo. Sego Alfe.
That's B-Boy Kid Jungle, yeah.
And Ricardo De La Rosa,
which is
Fatal
Flows, one of our past guests. All right, so this is it. This is the final pick 4 cut from DJ System 4. Let's get a little drum roll for that. Wonder what it is.
It's a little Be Real.
All right.
With a little sprinkle of Exhibit. So hope you guys like it.
West Coasting it.
Now this ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. They run up on the side of your ride and then blast. When it pops off, it happens that fast. If you saw, you just won't last.
I was born in Los Angeles City, where the thugs ride low, get dough, and the girls are pretty. It's hostile and gritty, outside to see the beauty. Sun shines, but sometimes it's dark and moody. Whatever you do to me, you won't stop my grind, son. When you find one, you hold on and shine. Don't lay back, relax, cause the minute you lay back, someone takes away from your stats. Nowadays it's a struggle to hustle, not only in the street, the rap games and the in shambles. So I came with the brain to boost it back. Real life is a struggle, but we're used to that. No matter who you are or who you be with, we all want the same things, we all in the same gang. Same notes we flow for. Same dreams and schemes we invested our soul for.
Niggas run up on ya when you live in California. In the home of marijuana, streets get hotter than a sauna. Now this ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. They run up on the side of your ride and then blast. When it pops off, it happens that fast. If you saw, you just won't last. I'm living that Cali life in 100-degree heat, and you wonder why they found another body in the streets. No AC, packed in a car 8 deep. They go kamikaze, no camaraderie or peace and beef. Homie, ain't just something you eat, but the taste of revenge is oh so sweet. Your boy won't sleep till I'm up in that Benz. E-class heat blast, leave them in the trench and take me off the bench. I'm ready for the game. You been up, they got you signing for a chain. They calling for a change, they calling out my name. Young D, they want me to come and do my thing. Plain black T, I ain't do it for the fame. Same black lock if you move into my lane. Same old blocks is the spots where I hang in the stew with the vets, but your boy ain't changed. Niggas run up on ya when you live in California. In the home of marijuana, streets get hotter than a sauna. Now this ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. They run up on the side of your ride and then blast. When it pops off, it happens that fast. If you soft, you just won't last.
Top back smashing in a California fashion. Even a strong get chin check tested and blasted. Wrapped in plastic, dumped out for weak reasons. I beach cruise, black t-shirts for each season. Come here flossing your knots, you're not leaving with that. Now where my motherfucking gangsters at? More single mothers than brothers than we got on the street. Better have you a hammer whenever you keeping the peace. Still up with the police, at least the coast stay consistent. Fame is lame when life is lost in an instant. Hit the fence stand, sprint through the neighbor's yard. K9 is on your ass, if they catch you then you gone. This is for the soldiers that's never coming home. Keep it cracking for the cars, candy painted to the chrome. Hiking up Cypress Hill with 2 bongs. Be real, got a pound in the zone. We smoking.
Niggas run up on ya when you live in California. In the home of marijuana, streets get hotter than a sauna. Now this ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. They run up on the side of your ride and then blast. When it pops off, it happens that fast. If you soft, you just won't last.
Crucial Rhythms back in effect. That concludes the DJ System 4 Crucial Hip Hop Facts, and that concludes the DJ System 4.
And that was Be Real, Don't You Dare Laugh with Exhibit and Young D.
And the time is 11:22.
And you're listening to 88.7 WLUW, Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University.
All right. So now what I've been waiting for is to debut this interview with El the Sensei from Artifacts. Let's pull up his resume real quick. But it was a pleasure talking with El the Sensei. He has a new album out with Sada X called XL. We break that down because when I interview artists, I like to talk about recent projects. We could all go back to the nostalgic days, but as an artist, I feel a lot of artists are trying to promote their new stuff, and definitely want to talk about that, you know. So let's get into that, and we're gonna talk about Artifacts, and then we're gonna talk about El the Sensei, and he's from New Jersey. So let's go to that while we get this in full effect. I'll have DJ System 4 read a little bit of his Wikipedia. Yep. Let's break down his discography first.
El the Sensei is an American rapper from Newark, New Jersey. During the 1990s, he's a member of the influential hip-hop duo Artifacts.
Yes.
Since then, he was released several solo albums and has reached critical acclaim. In 2015, at the 14th Annual Independent Music Awards, the Immortals Project featuring El the Sensei won the award for hip-hop and rap song category on the Rise artist. Discography includes 2003 Relax release on Seven Heads, 2006 The Unusual from on Fat Beats Records, 2008 Unheard Of, another 2008 Global Takeover in the Beginning, also with Polish hip-hop duo The Returners featuring DJ Chua and Little. 2009 he released the Money EP with The Returners, and also in 2009 he released Shining Shadow Presents The Immortals Project. 2010 he released GT2 New World with The Returners, and 2011 the New World Remix EP, and 2013 Immortals Project featuring El the Sensei Rogue Agents. 2018 he was working with Sada X and released XL.
As I just mentioned, I got to chop it up with him at Subterranean, so shout out to the 606 Six Ring Entertainment for bringing him out here. That's when I got to collab with him. And so as I'm going through his discography, when you go through his discography solo, because we all know Artifacts, the hip hop heads, we all know Artifacts, and it speaks for itself. But by himself, he travels, he goes to, he's putting out the stuff. So we'll let the man himself let you know how it's done or how he does it. All right. Crucial Rhythms, 88.7 FM, WLUW.org for a little bit more clarity, and the Crucial Rhythms podcast for all the past episodes. This is Crucial Rhythms, 88.7 FM, WLUW. Tonight's guest is El the Sensei from Artifacts crew, and he's recently has a new album with Sadat X called XL. Yo, what's going on, my man?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I just recently saw your show. You came to Chicago, performed with Sadat at Subterranean, and got to hear some of the new songs that you and Sadat put together. The name XL, how did that name come about?
Well, actually, a friend of mine, my man Burnt MD from Colorado, and he saw that, I told him me and Sadat was making an album, and we just started playing around with like names, kind of like joking, and we came up with like Art of Nubian, brand new facts, just trying to come up with different reasons, but it was funny. But then he was like, well, he said, what about XL? I was like, okay, what made you think of that? He said, well, then I thought about it, and he said, well, take the X out of X name and take the L out of your name. But then we was trying to get through the spelling. He said, well, it look crazy if it was like XTL. I said, nah, we got to leave it XL, extra large. So one day he saw an interview I did and saw me saying that, and he hit me up and was like, yo, so you really running with that? I was like, yeah, because it made sense.
I think it's very creative, man, as far as putting it together. And I'm gonna ask specific questions about the new album XL. You have a song called Breakthrough, and you have a verse where you mentioned headlining and stars. Do you feel that underground hip hop scene is making a major breakthrough right now?
Yeah, I would say so, because honestly, it really hasn't gone anywhere. It just hasn't been in the forefront as much as it was back in the day, because we were all on major labels or on subsidiary labels from majors. So, now with the internet and just the fact that everybody can control their pages and content, it's a little more open now, and we're exposed to a lot more people. It's easier for people to get at us compared to back in the day. We had to, subscribe to a fan club or just write a letter to the label. Now they can just straight talk to us. And I would think that the kids today, more inclined to listen to a little bit of everything compared to when it was just no internet and no choice, no option. So I would think now that with the music that me and Sadat make and the sound of it, it kind of attracts, a little bit of everybody, even our age.
Yeah, the internet has changed the market, definitely. Thanks for that perspective. To the song I Like It, you mentioned that your music is for all ages. Out of these age groups, which would you say is more receptive to the music that you make?
Well, I would say right now, the music that we make, especially in Europe, our audience is a lot younger than people may think. Because when we go to Europe and we do shows, it's like every age group. So you'll have the older dudes there, as far as the OGs, and they'll sometimes bring their kids. And you'll see, I like to see these kids in their teens and early 20s, because they're more able to say, like, okay, they'll see the shows and hear the Artifact songs and hear Brand Nubian songs, and then they'll hear some of his extra solo joints and my solo joints, and those are the ones they know. So they'll come to us like, well, what's this? Come on to get down and bonfire. So now they got to go back into history and see where we came from, but they already know, the new stuff. So if we put out an XL album, they know our names and everything like that, but when they hear the music, whatever they may be thinking in their mind, as far as our age, it doesn't sound like it. So a lot of times you'll see, like, in our crowds, dudes is into graffiti. These cats over there still b-boy, and they still break, they still doing the stuff we did coming up, compared to out here in the States, where, maybe everybody's spoiled to it and grew up with it. It's not as prevalent or like the scene as out there, but I would say, we have a good mixture of ages, but mostly, I would say buying our records today is a lot of young cats buying these records.
That's interesting to know that the demographic changes depending where you're at. And
yeah, because over there, a lot more people are into the hip-hop culture, per se, compared to at home, and it's like, they gravitate to it a lot more than it. It's crazy to say that, because over there they ask us, why is it not like how it was back in the day, and that's how I can explain to them.
Well, thank you, El, for that perspective. Let's move on to the song "Hard Work." You mentioned getting that green. What are your motivations when you're not making money in the music game?
Well, there's a lot more things you can do and add to your arsenal doing this now, as far as like with merchandise, branding. I'm always like trying to think of the next thing to do. But even if I'm not doing music, I wake up in the morning, I'm trying to figure out what's the next best thing I could do to push the name and the brand out there. But I found that that's in the merchandise, and that's in the fans, and being like accessible to, talking to these people, because even if they buy merch from me, I can have a website, I can have, all these different social media pages, and that helps a lot because it's more on hand, it's more personable. These people get to talk to me rather than when you go to a site, there's nobody to talk to, you just order it. And if they make a mistake, that's when you talk to somebody. But they're talking to me, it's like you have to know that you gotta grind a little bit harder today than in the past, because nobody's holding your hand. There's no label to do all this stuff for you. You can do a lot of this on your own, but it won't cost you a lot of money either. You just gotta be really into it and, act like you really on a label if you're not, because that's what's really attracting people to you. So I'm always grinding. I try to be an inspiration in that, because everybody needs somebody to see doing something to give them a little push. And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, even for myself and in my group. And so that he see it too, and he sees more on his merch. This is the best way we can reach these people, without being so distant.
Thank you. And that's pretty much what you're saying is what leads to the next song about making power moves. It's something that you mentioned in the song Substance. How do you try to supply substance to your listeners?
Well, the first thing you got to know, they're buying something from you. They really like, and with the grind comes the reward. But with the reward, you have the audience and the fans have to have a reward for spending their money. So knowing where we come from, I would hope to think that, even if they see the picture go up that we're doing this record, they automatically say they're gonna buy it because they already know the track record and the category, the catalog for us, where we've been through our career. So I would think that once we finish doing these records, we know we have to hit the road. So a lot of times, when you're doing this preparation, if you don't have a booking agent, a lot of this stuff we don't have at our sectioning call where, I have a lot of friends that do promotions and do booking. So, if they see us working like that, it's easier for them to book stuff for us and us to get around, because you're only, I was told on the label, Atlantic Records, you're only as good as your last record. And that's a fact. So in knowing that, that's the thing that really keeps you going, because without that, you can't move, you can't do nothing, you can't perform, you can't get booked, and as long as the music sounds good, you always have a chance. And that's what I tell a lot of cats when they ask me, like, how you stayed in the game so long. You just gotta make good music, period.
And in the song War, you mentioned going overseas, making moves, and you explained that a little earlier with the questions about the overseas market. Do you feel that that the overseas market is a little bit more lucrative than in the States?
Yeah, and we have a deal with the European labels, right now, Vinyl Digital. So, there's a lot of labels here, but I actually wanted to see what the difference would be as far as in how they would treat the record. And, it's been good, man. It's a different, like I said, a different audience. They made vinyl, they made cassettes. It's saying a lot when you can do business with a European label and still get, it's not the same traction here because the market is so different there. These guys and women buy vinyl. And over the last few years, vinyl has gone up as far as the sales, percentages, everything. And that got a lot to do with it. Because with the internet, it's not so much as us knowing everything first anymore. Because now you have facilities over there and labels and people that want to, put out good music and work with artists that they probably wouldn't have worked with before, especially in the U.S. That's when I worked with the Returners, these guys from Poland, that was like 2007, up to 2009 and 10. That was the one thing where I wasn't even, I had made a record with Fabbies, at Unusual, and once I left that, and I was like, okay, what's gonna be my next album? And here these guys talking like, let's do an EP. Boom, we do that. Let's do an album. Boom, we do that. That's what kept me going in the middle years of the 2000s and kept me going and up until now. So, you know, and that was with just me experimenting and wanting to work with these different labels and different artists, different producers. I work with a lot of European artists and producers. And they love this music just as much as we do. But it's also a fresher sound. You're talking about Snow Goons and Tommy T from Norway and my man Kiyotashi from Paris. So there's a lot of cats, you know, you can tap into that's doing what we're doing. It's just that they're over there.
Well, thanks for informing our listeners with what you've done in between these albums, and for letting us know that you have distributors and overseas, and that helps the market. And let's break it down for the three rounds to spar, which features Bumpy Knuckles, one of my favorites. You choose to go second on that because it's out of 3 rappers. Why did you choose to go second on that one?
Well, it wasn't pretty much like an order thing. A lot of the songs I started like Breakthrough and Hard Work, and we kind of like didn't consciously do that. It was just more or less whoever had their running first, or like and for me, it was more or less wasn't so much of a subject matter we was doing as far as topic wise what to talk about, but like if we had an idea and we were speaking, whoever got the idea out first pretty much went in. But I love the fact that X came in the way he did, because when I listened to how he started, that was the perfect way to start the song. So I couldn't see him, and like I said, he was ready. So once I heard him saying it when he was sitting down, I was like, oh yeah, you going first. And that was it. Oh yeah, it was still, he just came in perfectly in the drop. But I felt like Bumpy had to go last, because he was pretty much, the way even that song came about, he saw me and Sadat talking on Twitter, talking about going to the studio, and he just chimed in like, yo, it was good, I want to get in. So I messaged him, and I was like, well, I don't have no bread, stuff like that, no budget, nothing. But he was like, yo, did I ask you for some bread? I was like, oh, no. So, you know, my man, you want Bumpy talking, listen. So I sent him the track, and we did the verses, we did the song, and sent him everything up to the way it was before he did it, the other part. And I explained to him if he wanted to stay with me at X said, or he could change it up and do his own thing, and it worked perfectly. My man, DJ Hush put the cuts at the end. And I'm hoping that we get to do a video for that one. And if we do, that'll be the last video for the XL album. We got one more coming prior to what I just said. So that joint, man, Bumpy cleaned up. And you know, he told me he wanted to do the song because he was a big fan of me at X. To hear that, being a fan of Fox, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos for the XL album, which I think is really exciting as a person who enjoys the music to see visually. And thank you for letting our Crucial Rhythms listeners know the insight for that song. Okay, and the song Dottie L, was this the first song y'all collaborated on? And if not, which one was the first song that you guys collaborated on?
Well, he was on my last Relate and Release album. We did a song called On and On. But for this album, the first song we recorded for this album was Like. So we recorded most of the songs in Jersey. But yeah, Like it was, you know, and that's why when you listen to X on his verse, and when he say first verse from me and L, rise from the ashes where the twins fell, it was like,
yeah,
we did not know how this album was gonna sound. You know, I pretty much was just playing beats for him that I had, you know, in the stock, and he played me stuff, and he pretty much just, all right, you like that? Boom, let's go. But the Like It beat, Gangsta Dean produced that, and he produced Hard Work too. But that beat was so, in some way, it reminded me of the Lupe Fiasco Laser song. I don't know, I guess the vibe is in the song, but that's the first thing I thought of when I heard it.
Yeah, you definitely worked with a lot of producers for this album, which I think gives it a different variation. In the song Building Character, you have a bar that says, the original path to my... Crucial Rhythms, the time is 11:41. That wraps up the interview part 1 for El Da Sensei. This is a 2-part series because I have a lot of his music to play and little time to cover it. So next week I'll give you the rest of the interview. This is a 30-minute interview, so prepare for part 2 of El Da Sensei. Now, without further ado, let's get into the mix. This is Crucial Rhythms 88.7. You're listening to 88.7 WLUW, the Chicago Sound Alliance. We're broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. If you want to give us any feedback on the interview with El Da Sensei from Artifacts, give us a call, 773-508-9589, 773-508-WLUW. Without further ado, let's get into this mix. El Da Sensei and Artifacts.
Jealous for the props, see the ish never stops. Hops just lick up on my deals, knock styles we make, never fake. Broke breaks in every crate, old freestyles and dirty, and I copied over tapes. Notify that the artifacts never slack while cruisers on stage whack. We just played the back. Now the flip, tip, a ripper, split you with the picture. All crews, so never pay dues. Watch it for I get ya. Cause nowadays it's the ways of the underground, but they're whack now. So come on with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. You know the stats, if not, then ask the niggas who heard of me. The half on the artifacts in Jersey. Cause brothers be bugging, not giving love to the nothing saying cause we be shining brighter than the suckers. Shooting me prison, nobody listens to you dissing. Cause yo my legit and as a lyricist I'm hitting the high note. So why don't I smile when I take pictures? Cause now that I rock I got more niggas on my jacket. I just wanna do my dance with fams and slam it to some heightness. But fighters and backstabbing rappers don't even like us. But props do beat the shorts, rap pages and the billboard. And read about the tours while you be flapping your jaws. I freak techniques, cause talk is cheaper than beepers from Broad Street. Punks pop, jerk, tame and the Sensei leave them all beat. Some people I beat my technique freaks and how my dish sounds. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Hold up your rap sucker, duck buck, the track's rough enough to prove a point. That thing in the sister joint. Magazines we were seeing. Now pop the tape, finger deck. I got the heavy ammunition, cause I'm flexy with the tech. Again, can't believe the artifacts achieved. Got tricks up my sleeves, so bow down on your knees. Yo, we ain't got the same lane. Ordinary plain game. Put the shame in the crew who wants to feel the flame. So please submission to the rap recognition. My right hand is itching from the issue that I'm scripting. So pass the baton to the next runner up tame. I'll give a pound, so come on with the get down. Hey yo, word to my grandma's off, man, I drop bombs. But since our demo tracks had gaps, some shit my fat raps was have. Watching others rocking clock, we shocked them like a robot with our props. So now the naughty heads again got more knots, yo. My pockets are mumpy chump, my drunk style is chunky, dump my disc and crisp. The funk and funk like Humpty Hump. Cause I'm coming from the underground, I'm down with the get down. MCs who used to diss us, get pissed cause they ain't ish now. The artifacts represent on every stage we step on. The days of getting slept on are dead because we keep on. Peeping these weak MCs who cheese but they're baloney. Cause the phony is us, they couldn't pull it off with no trust. So yo bro, now you know my flow, so go and sit down or come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Cause I be killing shit, they be my sleeves are try to floss with the lyrical boss. This is my crime of passion. My muse, I give it up like the loose. I'm all work all day. My playtime is job-related, self-compensated. Catch the worm, you catch the germ. The night since I was sperm, the gold standard. Ain't never been handed what I ain't earned. You ain't put in, so you can't burn my grandfather's ashes in the urn. I inherit, recognize off my merit. Cross me, you gon' wear it. The cowboy ride solo. I rock it out, he wear polo. 2 L's, pop and die when they lose sales. They lose their mind. They didn't choose their grind like the God. He in 14 is that odd. The game coulda left us against God. 2 wild cowboys still got the style, boy. One of a kind, throw a hell of a line. 20 years pork free, don't feed the God swine. This that realness, come on, you can feel it. I be killing shit, legendary heavy. When the mic on, we don't tag it up. Trips up my sleeves, so bow down on your knees, yo. Every 8 bars y'all spit, we got a hot 20. The illest spitters in the game. Whoever step this man, I think never try to floss with the Liverpool boss. You know I'm brick hard, Jersey law, hot-tempered and spitted raw, nonsense and filthy jaw, remembered in Civil War. Y'all a consistent bore, in it for the shiny things and more. We fitted for business and vicious like in prison wards. So you written to challenge us is like the easy button. It's clearly nothing, y'all struggling, float, you need a toughen. Ladies pass out, pull that ass out and smack. Inside and heavily agree, rocket bust for that. Double L talk, pimp spark, Ranger Bop, newer brands, newer plans, Uber man, drums written like fewer cans. Stands firm, written brolic, blow up the dust and polish, flows poppin' white is blown, so best acknowledge it. Follow the protocol, tagging your boss for first product. Suspenseful, intriguing, proceeding from preferred shotters. Young thinking corn, soft sounds never moving me. Blast from a Thule, mass murder, all buffoonery. This that realness, come on, don't you feel it? I be killing shit, legendary heavy. When the mic on, we don't tag it up. Trips up my sleeves, so bow down on your knees, yo. Every 8 bars y'all spit, we got a hot 20. The illest spitters in the game. Whoever step this man, I think never try to floss with the Liverpool boss. War's not a game, it leads to death. For the context, I'm the rep. The 12 Jews is the rules for you to follow. There's a lot of things to swallow at a sitting. Call a life out, I'm permitting you to reach. I'm only here to teach. You can't copy this speech. Me and Ella's living well. We throwing out this fire and we hope that it'll sell. A good combination on this, I think we tell. Something good in the end, you can tell by the smell. We like sharp turns and freeways. Clip fizzing and bangers versus relayed. Paid products, see we split in 3 ways. Made men, Pesci rap, days in, take it back. Now we 4 stars are better overseas, make it that. Respect the older version, no need for makeovers. We still burning for takeovers and all diversions. Perfect wording like speaking spell when we on the clock. Me Sadat in the spot, burn crops, taking shots. Just that realness, come on, you can feel it. We in the basement, right here, right now. We in the basement, right here, right now. Got a hot take. We in the basement, right here, right now. 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 P.O. Elder Sensei, DJ Chaos is on the cut. Got straight rawness for your ass. Here we go. This how we gonna do it for y'all. First off, I stand for beats and rhymes that's quite thicker. This North again, Mr. Elderson line. This mind bender, tend to write rhymes 10 times the winner. For sure the broad spitter, but again the floor bigger. Words in my sentences, I'm showing my smarts. I'm streetwise on B-sides and still repping the art. For all y'all who it's all next top. Elderson, I'm here to pop like fingers upon a hill. And now, if I'm show you what's simple to see, you know the name and pedigree in every lesson from my melody. Heavily on with charm, readily on. Perform shows for orchestra form without the magic wand. On and on and on. Polo again till the death. Institute the attribute, give me up with New Jersey's best. All in all, I flip this shit and hit you with the guarantee. Thug free, only music that's uncanny to the T.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, here we bust me. It's like distinctly representing for the East Coast. Do hard, lyrically. Yeah. I guess
all that funny job. Yup.
off my jaw. My goals past superstar status. Automatic apparatus, shit talk no matter what. Monday night, APT, piece to Bob. On the job with blends, it seems like it never ends. With my piece, we hit the streets and check the spots. You surprised that you saw the end to his house? Alive without a doubt. Mad singles, past tense, reviews, and tour venues. Overseas did that too. You never knew. On point with ish like fight the Q-tip. I drop gems and 2 clips and bust off exclusive. How's that? How's what? Yo, where'd you get the flow? Incorporating hots and ish, stay legit from years ago. Ladies, if you're digging the man, then let me know I'm qualified in every aspect of MC from the go. Born a Capricorn, then 7th is the sign. Elvis and the P.O. and Chaos is on the grind like.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah. We represent for the East Coast in the basement. Elvis, I'm feeling this in the basement.
Okay, y'all.
We represent for the East Coast. Chaos on the cut in the place to be. I get paid when the record is I get paid when the record is I get paid when the record is
right now, we painting the picture. Just everyday life, all day. Yeah, consider this. Things we see and do. Easter Rikers out, Christmas Eve, 2006. Picture all dudes and no chicks. My Puerto Rican dudes made the wine, we was fine. 190 water, got a visit from my daughter. My snow bunny, a little money, we ate well. It's hard to get a job from the jail. You've been convicted, your search is restricted off the jump. You ain't gonna get it in a lump like you think. Legal, we all want the eagle. If you ain't in the bubble, you facing trouble. Go get it, yeah, I know quitters. The boss considers, throws the resume away. Employed another day. Con Ed is not fed, the cable man is filled off the box downstairs. The grades in my head, show wisdom, stress, success, the rest. All things above, this is done out of love. I should have been a lawyer, no a Georgetown Hoya.
I get paid when the record is played. And my mentality is I had to hustle hard, never give up. Got to get the dough, got to run the show. We get the job done. I remember times when, say about 97 thoughts was fresh off a breakup. Do I really want to give it up? No work, no label, death was a hindrance. Autism, hard living, still I had the influence. To keep the skills sharp, interviews on the daily job titled X-Ray. Resume can never fail me. But what I realized at the start of the app was list your last job, name and where was located at. Besides the hospital, how I explained the last 3 years or more on tour overseas on the plane. Off the bus, under the table and tax-free. Till it stopped abruptly in the street, it got the best of me. Remember vividly the supervisor asking, looking at your app, it says here that you was rapping. Just came from Denmark, London, you wasted time here. With me, it seems you're calling this the rhyme now. I get paid when the record is played. And my mentality is I had to hustle hard, never give up. Got to get the dough, got to run the show. We get the job done.
They want to do this. The university employees, coaches touching little boys. I can't keep a job, but your hi-hat is wrong. I'm rapping, but at the end, what's gonna happen? There's no pension plan, no long-term structure. Income fluctuates. One day you great, the next day you waiting on the stage. It's a cycle. Bring back Michael, he can feed the world. But for me and my girl, I'm the hunter.
Had my time behind bars, Green Street, stupid issue, suspended, appended, probation, minor hits. Times hard, peer struggle, lifespan ticking on. Trying to make it come up, seems a distant wish, then it's gone. We readjust, do the game change, situation
situation. So fair to realize it in the force of intimidation. Scared of the shine, then what the hell do you do it for? You cheapen the game, lay dirty balls and dollar whore.
I get paid when the record is played. And my mentality is
still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same.
Different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
Crucial Rhythms. We're in the halftime quarter of the mix. Last up was Elder Sensei with Sada X. That was on the job. For all the MCs on the job that have to do this hip hop stuff and still have to get on the job, still have to work, and still have to put out music because that's what they love to do. So big ups to Sada X and Elder Sensei. Big ups to Michael Perrine, everybody who's in the house. Let's do a road call. We got Gosh Marcello in the house with us. We got Bogdan Lusa. We got G Gonzo in the house. Charles Brown, the homie. What up with Nick Salsa? Coming all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Shout out to J Rock Evans as well. Big ups for everybody representing with us. The time is 11 o'clock and you're listening to 88.7 WLUW, the Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. This next song, I had to run it back twice because you guys got to know what this is. This is a song that Elder Sensei worked with Sean Price. So one of the unreleased cuts, or one of the most slept on cuts from one of the greatest to ever do this, Sean P. So let's get into that. Crucial Rhythms, 88.7, WLUW.org. If it's coming a little staticky, WLUW.org.
Always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same. It's most real.
And in the hood, every day and all day, always the same.
Quick scam, in ram basket the biscuits. Swap it, bam, Bam Margera, Hand the Barbera, death metal leather jacket on Pantera. Grand era, grand old Opry, grandstanding. Evil Knievel jump across the damn Grand Canyon. Last man standing, Bruce Willis next movie on point, most death shot. Body in the trunk, been there for 2 days. So the car drive by with the booming human. You checking the mail like Newman. Get it? Checking the bell like Newman. I got it. Duke rapping like rapping Duke. The hot chicken snip, scratch your boot. That's when the right hand froze, thinking how much coke I sniff with the strikes at nose.
That's more than a little bit. Calcium deprived cause mommy got little tits. Down south, you get listen to little flip. Up north, you get listen to little fame. We both listen to little Wayne. I'm taking your little chain. Run that, all that. Groove, we're popping too, yo.
A day in the street.
Different day, it's still the same.
It's most real. And in the hood,
every day and all day,
always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same.
It's most real. And in the hood,
every day and all day,
always the same.
I come from a place where we pay off cops for free. Suck and cluck, you duck and me, get stuck and bleed. Brooklyn's ugly. Even the ad-libs stab kids and find your body parts chopped up in a bag like spare ribs. Walking around like a zombie. Talk of the town, stalking them now, chasing slowly. Jason, walk calmly. Brooklyn gully, looking ugly. Pull jokes, we hungry. My man got caught, the judge threw the bucket money. Now he's doing 23 and 1. Never see the sun, plus he never see his son. Oh, kind of bit of crap, spit of fact. Tough talk, get rid of that. Your girl gave so much, you actually nicknamed a fitted cap. Dudes will hustle outside your condominium. They flip more rocks than a boat tip Palestinian. Get clapped dead if I wanna. But that ain't the Mac, it's just an Atari I bought off that crackhead on the corner.
A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same.
It's most real. And in the hood,
every day and all day,
always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same.
It's most real. And in the hood,
every day and all day,
always the same.
Yeah, this shit is right here. Hold on.
Moving off the block like pitching hand to hand. Slots taken by man to man. Combat that's on demand. HD. Hot demographics when you rate me. Killer beats that make me, and it's more than given lately. So, at your service in the blahs on sale. Electrified like third rails and tunes that never fail. By request, so you never call on me. With the chemistry that's built since 1993. Lavishly address the rhymes to coincide with the foremost sound, get you aroused and polarized. Now things changed and the flows got thicker. Delivery slick and the tracks are more thicker. Start where we left off and reincarnate the all-star quota that many seems is the lost art. Sean BK and me added this rifle. Songs that cause fights and shooters wanna snipe you. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same.
It's most real. And in the hood,
every day and all day,
always the same. A day in the street.
It's different day, it's still the same.
It's most real. And in the hood,
every day and all day,
always the same.
Jersey, what up? Jersey, what up? Jersey, what up?
Now as I take my place, I'm coming strapped with the tapes. Wrapped around the waist, on safe just for any case. On bass, perform like Beltron, alarm. Above the norm, I'm torn between lives like Jason Bourne.
Hey yo, creep with me as I walk through the hood. Mother Gaston and Blake, Sean P. Hood, New Jersey, East Orange, and L area. Shrooms enough, boom, that's my criteria.
Take the assist like Bibby and Switch. Motivated by shows for cash and a plane trip. The infamous spit kicker with the soul. Cold mannerism, the skull, messing in bladder holes.
Listen, pa, I bury ya. Slap you in the face first, stab you in the gut, then I let the off age squirt. The Kimmy Matumbo Feliz Navidad. You buy Echo, they give us free like Amistad one.
No matter the beat, no matter the song. Now I'm gonna get it on, get the dough and roll on. No matter
the gun, no matter the shot. If I can shoot me again, I can shoot me a shot.
No matter the style, no matter the words. MC from the Jersey, Brownsville, what you heard, no matter.
No matter the drugs, the cess, and the pills. Sean Price be off the best in the Ville, no matter. Hey yo, Timberland boots, I got stomp out your grill. Sean Price, the nicest nigga in Brownsville, word bomb. See, I can't rap word for damn. The non-burst slam it, then earth slam the fam, word the mother. This raw dog like off rubbers. I'm literally off others. 2006 got a new bag of tricks. Sean Price, Elder Sensei on some new rap. This all that group rap, this shit's whack. We win solo. We like getting wrecked without splitting the check. Check out my felonies, assault and battery, funny style, Bill Bellamy. Freaking I'm up with the words, I'm with the school. When I pop you with the tool, catch a slug from a nerd. Pop. You said the math for that, boy, off yourself. I see you in the after.
No matter the label, no matter the sales. Hot, sitting full scale, never doomed to fail. No matter
the color, the red or the blue. Sean Price got the lip up on that up at you. No matter
the time, no matter the place. Gonna give it to you straight. Bust off rhymes for Kate. No matter
the knife, no matter the gun. Sean Price is off on my Neo.
When I drop the baritone and slot, pop domes for props. I told my slick manifold that Sean written and rolled across the marquee. Starting Sean P, but rather ignorant. Pop legitimate, ish all over instruments. Hard sleeper, smartly written. So this shit hardly bitten, sparks bitten. So partition or be a mob victim. Brooklyn streets, Jersey beats combined. Rat-a-tat raps and lines. Gun clap your rhymes. Smoothly and groovy that need. That's quick to snap on your bism. It'll focus and fit like two issue slips. New improvements, former recruits from your two respected groups known for lyrics and loops. Now it's star time, our time, highly anticipated, top rated and skill raw, never negated. I'm never hesitant. New school graduate, crash your course for the hell of it. No matter the beat, no matter the song, singing trying to get it on, get the dough and roll on. No matter
the gun, no matter the shot. If I can shoot me a nigga, I can shoot me a cop.
No matter the style, no matter the word. MC from the Jersey, Browns, what you heard, no matter
the drugs, the cess, and the pills. Sean Price be off the best in the Ville, no matter. Brownsville, Sean Price, other rappers say this nice to me.
This shit Sensei over the beat. Perfectly ready to
One time ripping, one time destruction. Sag my pants to stop destruction. Plus it's quicker when I'm split Dutch master faster. Op of is that causes asthma. Aster Sensei from NJ, quick to give a fade. Beat for keeping street defeat. Speaking to sleep or reap the concrete status. Kick your ass with my apparatus. Those who oppose this split the shit like Moses. My written tabs is ripping skies in the whole bit. I murder mics and tape decks, so check it while I wreck it. For funk junkies, keep it real because I'm hungry like the Bundys. Y'all boy rumbled and tons of crumpled chunks like they was paper. 8 for keys make G's, but one attain made these. Conjunction junction, what's your function on the real? My mass appeal is real, I swim through beasts like Navy SEALs. Irregular, my style suffers competitors who think they better. I knit my skit like my grandma's sweater. Nuts who want to inflict harm against the charmer. Best to rest the case because I wear medieval armor. To protect my subjects, my style's quite hard. Never could you copy cause my style's quite odd. Select the best concepts, context the rhyme text, plus a $20 bet. In flexi with the tech.
The text technique, plus ease unchecked mission. What you gon' do? The text technique, plus ease unchecked mission. What you gon' do? The text technique, plus ease unchecked mission. What you gon' do? The text technique, plus ease unchecked mission. What you gon' do?
I rip rhyme charts apart, I jumpstart on the gunner. Arrest singings like Hunter from the under, never blunder. Wonder if I get stiff, I'm bound to catch a L. Nah, never that, I'm down with Tame of MCL. Lately playing Hurricane G demos in my Walkman. I walk and I talk and read issues of the source and check out the dreadlocks and bedrock puffin' endo by the branch like plants and do the cipher dance. Then it's back to the shack to write raps about my F's, taking totes for the stress as I get flexy with the tech. I whip lyrics up like batter chatters on the verge. I sink all ships and watch your craft submerge in the depths of the boat. Dope, I wrote this to distort all sorts of brothers whose but styles I must abort. I do jobs like mobs, I rob the next up the title. I win it hands down and pants down, cause I'm vital. The tech might chew in and get mad. I freak the plan and plus I flips it, skip the hand scans. I'm woozy when I'm slipped it. Yeah, still high the ill fly, red out, rap Jedi semi. Automatic artifact with naps causing heart attacks and critics and honey dips. Who didn't show my lyrics and slept when I dropped that. Cause from sun up to sundown, my eyes are red and run down. I still smoke a pound if strong peeps hit the town. I'm flexible, like every female Huxtable was huxable, impeccable, despicable, on point like a decimal. Point twice, the joint jumper nicest with the mic device. Mighty like ISIS, give me boomer, it's a crisis with the stress. Unless I'm getting flexy with the tech.
The text technique, plus he's a technician. 1, 2, what you gon' do? The text technique, plus he's a technician. 1, 2, what you gon' do? The text technique, plus he's a technician. 1, 2, what you gon' do? The text technique, plus he's a technician. 1, 2, what you gon' do? 1, 2, what you gon' do?
It goes like this and then it goes like that. Artifact, yo, we rap mad facts without no feedback. Bust an Iggy down and climb the ladder, check my footmarks. L spot the cards quicker than the Brook cigar. Greater, darker than Vader. State of the art, don't start. My skills mad thrills while you still cheat like Kmart. A-smart, mother effer, depper on your AM. Stepping with my rap weapon now, who's testing? This Mr. L, sinister brick city minister. Swinging, picking up, obtain, boom, squad inventor. Low style, to the max, tax jacks with no doubt. But your whole I is drunken with my cheese style. Diesel Don is some governor rated all stars. Up the bar, baby bar, he's a hiney from the bar. When I'm with my peeps, we be deep for the shows. Rockin' low pro in the corner, shootin' CeeLo. Huff puff it up to keep your eyes bloodshot. Get more, I can spin you, boom, your ass like Daniel. To the left, a step, super deaf, human being tame. Get on the mic with the 1, 2, 3. Pass off, I blast off like Jetsons when I'm flexing. Exit wax tags and rap tabs and engine section. Watch the naughty head teach whiz, get biz, words are monsters. Peace to daddy, reefing money, stunster. Ain't cooking, I move fat G, roll the split. They burn the mellow max, my man Swift takes the flicks. The Hooterville killer with wild styles like the movie. I like blunts with my right and left, I keep a toolie. The boom squad president ain't hesitant to represent elements that's relevant. For the hell of it, I got much pride, electric sliding suckers backwards like Mike Jackson, throwing hats in. The artifacts meant G off, so won't you be off? Because I'm keyed off, enough to stuff up and rip another rough cut. My crew's paid mad dues without no reimbursement. Verse after verse, the mic be howling like a thirsting. And we out.
Watch 5-0, watch 5-0. You didn't get caught, you know what I'm saying? Yo, pass that pilot, man, pass that pilot, yo.
I'm out to bomb like Vietnam under the same name, Tame One. The bad one, ink flow master bastard with the magnum. I tags up quick and then I steps to the exit when it's time to get it. Or flex on some fresh, some whack crook. So my black book, I know who took it. I know it's so tagged because the writes his name crooked. The ink I use might stink, but you gotta think I got my props hops, cause my tags don't shrink. I'm tagging and bagging cause my name is famous in the street, cause they know my name's from cruising in the Jeeps. So yo, grab a can and put your man up and stand up for the fresh, never stale is off the third rail. Deep dark and black like the magnum on my back. It's that artifacts chat from the wrong side of the track.
The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side.
I used to write that, used to hit. Had all the mad color tips. Breaking was my thing, I used to spin the back. I never thought I'd spin the wax with tracks to make your hands clap. I could've went the other way, but don't have. I got my dap on the map with the big that's a spray cap. Shoot the dot my clout, but now I turn them out. They shot my town like they wanna be down. Avoid the crowds who wanna stab me in the back. Enough of that. Watch the dirt rail track, cause I don't wanna get zapped. Pieces to burn to show my name, no shame. Don't wanna put the blame down on my name. Brothers don't wanna see me grow to get my cash flow. I have the remorse, so check me out in the source. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. I burn my name up quick like a as red as my eyes get. I still rocks the fly back with some ultra flat black. Catch a wreck in the set. Wet paint ink when I'm on the set. I'm live like the third rail, on time like the pap train. The name same alone got fame, so the last name. I tax mad when I drag a fat jacket, coming out with new additions like Mike Bivens. I get a sticker from my with the back of them. Write my name on them, then I peel off the back of them. And stick them to victims of underground systems. If the toys bring the noise, me and my boys are gonna diss 'em. In conclusion, don't snooze when from the nerds kick the mad graffiti slurs or kick the fakes to the curb. The artifacts jack, bringing the artifact back. Some seem to forget about the era they caught wreck. So remember this agenda when you slip in to enter the artifact zone, cause graffiti's still prone to kick this pizzazz less that we tag. Why is that black? Because the whack jack is known as. So don't cross the path, that's add to your back. The artifacts out, wrong side of the track. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side. The artifacts from the wrong side of the tracks. The artifacts from the wrong side.
Crucial Rhythms, the last one was Artifacts, Wrong Side of the Tracks by the main man himself, the Sensei, and Tame One, which makes up Artifacts. Little info on Artifacts. Artifacts is a hip-hop group that consists of the Sensei, Tame One, and DJ Chaos, rest in peace. And they all hail from New York, New Jersey, and made an underground music that paid homage to the four elements of hip-hop, and that Wrong Side of the Tracks paid special homage to the graffiti art, as they were graffiti artists themselves. Other Artifacts popular hits include Easter, Come On With The Get Down, which I started off the set with, The Ultimate. We're going to get into that as time proceeds. And history, also known as the Brick City Kids, the Artifacts released their album Between a Rock and a Hard Place October 27th, 1994. Well received by the underground hip-hop audience. It featured b-boy and graffiti themes. This album, the beats were produced by Buck Wild from DITC and T-Ray from the Soul Assassins crew. Let's get into more of this, and with that being said, WLUW.org is where you can listen with a little bit more clarity. Shout out to Ryan Swift. Shout out to Serge Vicious in the house with us. And let's get back into the mix. Yep, Epic One, EPIK and the number 1. And Crucial Rhythms podcast available for all the past episodes. But you're listening to 88.7 WLUW, the Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University.
came to be. Worldwide. I work comfortable, take my shoes off. Don't follow no timetables, yo. Take the snooze off. This new music is okay, but then the groove's off. This is deep science, like the master of Fort Defiance. I've always taught self-improvement. So when you wonder where the groove went, ask this new movement. Some I see, some have faith, some will die. According to the laws I apply, in the way I live by, this is my land, I want the best parts. Not only do I want your mind, I will test hearts. Whole food, fresh starts, keep the body pure, so I can face and endure. Then hunt, playing small game, you can only go so far with a small aim. Money and all fame, it drives us, this thing here survives us. The legacy is to my grandkids. I want them to be proud when they explain what your man did.
That life, that music you believe in. React right, track tight, you be needing. We put together in verse, ain't no forgiving that work. 3 experts with no need to rehearse. That life, that music you believe in. React right, track tight, you be fiending. We put together in verse, ain't no forgiving that work. 3 experts with no need to rehearse. It's all about the funds, guns, and signs. Living fast, we cruise past while you lose and up with the crime. Newsflash, we group as a simple member specialize in rhyming, TikTok, putting overtime in dodge streets and hooligans to get my music in to truly win. Lottery status to master Buddhaman. Extra legendary, your rap is secondary nonsense. Crowd confused and unresponsive. Bombs, ish, spark talk, always hit the mark. Dribble riddles in the park, black top after dark. Chart bound, believable, supported by my people. First of many to come, better yet sequels. Bleed drums and chords, Sensei with the sword. A cure for the board and verses you can't afford. Ensure heaters like progressive when the rhymes are driven. Nutso, Dottie Boy, Elder Sin ripping. That life, that music you believe in. React right, track tight, you be needing. We put together in verse, ain't no forgiving that work. 3 experts with no need to rehearse. That life, that music you believe in. React right, track tight, you be fiending. We put together in verse, ain't no forgiving that work. 3 experts with no need to rehearse.
My hood f***ed up. They got all these damn cameras up. Police watching, but I still keep the hammer tucked. Rotten apple, dirty jers on a manhunt. This for a sandwich and a damn blunt. The economy is strong on robberies. Kicked out my mama crib, sleeping in the building lobby. This shit ain't never gonna change. I'm on drama that we taking to war. No peace in the east, feels like the Middle East in these streets. Even them young bloods starting to decease. The way we was taught, the way we was raised in rage. Skip the introduction, I'ma read the last page. Hood Chronicles, diabolical molecules run through my veins, son. So you know I'ma father you. Dice games, broken old gold bottles. Hood raps become stunting magazine models. Damn.
That life, that music you believe in. React right, track tight, you be needing. We put together in verse, ain't no forgiving that work. 3 experts with no need to rehearse. That life, that music you believe in. React right, track tight, you be fiending. We put together in verse, ain't no forgiving that work. 3 experts with no need to rehearse.
We gonna throw it down. Yeah, you already know. .X L Sensei XL. This is what we do, yo. This last joint, we gonna throw it down. Now what we gonna do? We gonna hop on that bird. And we gonna snatch everything moving. Every dollar that's out there, we want a piece of. Understand that. Now when it's all said and done and the curtain closes, we gon' both smell the roses. The Hell Point settings in full bloom. I don't give a fuck who's in the room. The whole boiling chain. Thunder monsoons. I train goons and set them free, and if they love me, they come back faithfully. I never fit on the family tree. I was a thorn. I used to puff corn in the basement. They wanted me for placement. Bronx ACS took the case. My mother worked in the place. My father had a job in Harlem at the time. Dissect the rhyme, respect the rhyme. Again, if I never get no bigger, I'm still above you. She's throwing it out there, ma, I love you. What me and L do is strictly our shit. And as the hour go, I'ma get hit like that.
If you wish for the lyrical roar that's hardcore, get 'em up. This is what you missed right here. Dottie Boy, Elderson, we excel, we hard body. Get 'em up. Listen what you're getting off. If you want your spirit good and you want your lyrics good, get 'em up. This is what you're getting over here. Truth be the speaking, be reaching. Get 'em up. Bust the shotguns, the strong products of knowledge, the team. I just print the jeans, hotter than carrots. Your dream, we that real life. And still rights, kill me. And it just bother the lyrics. How it go? Calico, lot of do-ish, arrogant, do-ish, parent heat, music. It's just a regular cross Bronx messenger. Jersey Turnpike, star letter, written letter. Two occupants travel with legal documents. Sound bombing it, proud rockers and ish popping it. That status all have it pragmatically. Set ablaze beats, trade lyrics off magically. Dotty X to the sins, I'm following trends. Round specimen, formula better to recommend. We still a problem and bookings are on the calendar. Self-management, able bars to kill challengers. If you wish with the lyrical roar that's hardcore, get him up. This is what you miss right here. Daddy boy, Ellison, we excel, we hard body. Get him up. Listen what you're getting all clear. If you want your spirit good and you want your lyrics hood, get him up. Here's what you're getting over here. The truth be the speaking and the youth we be reaching. Get him up. Bust the shotguns everywhere.
8 bars to the stars. Off the top, I'ma take ours and flip it. Be patient and get points on this. L, tell me something that I missed. Y'all get the gist? I'm good bueno. How could you say no? See, you know we outside in the snow. No swords. Nope. I've been in major airports with the thing. Bang. Take that and flip it and still be the king.
Yeah. Y'all sing it repeated, sequence, pass the baton. Battle for songs, lines that come away with a wand. Chemical react, combination strict tailor-made. For any arguments, we harming it, record for better grade. We extra large, set apart, catch a charge. Settle in the law of tunes, bang, set it off. It's just a talking uptown, brick city-ish. East Coast spitting for them, feel the grittiness. If you wish there's a lyrical roar that's hardcore, get him up. This is what you missed right here. Daddy boy, Ellison, we excel, we hard body. Get him up. Listen what you're getting all clear. If you want your spirit good and you want your lyrics good, get him up. Friends, what you're getting over here. The truth be the speaking and the youth be reaching. Get him up. Plus the shotguns everywhere.
Hey, yo, my lady, you see Shorty?
Little man about to get hit by the car. Yo, it's good. No, what the hell, man? Yo, blazing out here. I'm about to go get me something to drink.
Let's go get a bed.
Let's go see your man, Hazy Hayes. All right, be out, yo. I wake up in the morning, seems like one of them days. Summertime sun rays, longer days and heat waves. Ladies on the corner, outfit skimpy as hell. Toes out, lollipop screaming, what up MCL? Tricks of all flavors and cons, burbs the streets. Never shy or discreet when it comes to the heat. Cats boiling on the court, some are boiling for sport. While little man right there smoking trees in Newport.
Humid weather got us bugging with liquor during the summer. What a bummer. You dialed the crib and got the wrong number. See, twins on the block, cause the crib is too hot. And these honeys stay in flock, showing all that they got. It's either beer and lemonade, then run up in some shade, then barbecue for days, hit the whip and crazy blaze, then open up the hatchback. Your dog, you got the blast that. My lead got that fat track, all the honeys ass.
We take a blast from the past. Now think, when you were small, all you thought about was catch a girl, kiss a girl in the hall. No screw face or tools, just fights after school. Now you get that ass blast, fair ones was the rule. Now red run rampant and blue can't stand it. Shorty grown as hell, smoking on New Jersey Transit. It only gets worse when the weather plays a part of getting robbed, raped, or stabbed, or shot up in the heart. It's them summertime blues. Seems like every day somebody dying in the news. Whether it's your money or your jewels, it's hectic, kids neglected. Dirty shit drip, say she wanna be respected. What you expected? Baby, it's the bricks, it's the summertime blues. Better get used to it. This world cold as hell, it's either win or you lose. We bring the heat and deuce for those summertime blues.
Summer days in the ghetto, it's me in the zone. I'm on bone, watching honey lick that ice cream cone. Cat scrapping in the street, this heat keep her getting hurt. But see, your man is a flirt. My water guns wet your shirt. Ice cream truck go dangling, girls just a jangling. A nice cold Guinness be like ginseng for dumplings. Lovely day underway, a case is what I give them. It's fuel for the scrapping, it rhymes filled with rhythm. Hanging out by the corner store, trees we cop more. Getting toward to the floor, headed for the Jersey Shore. Keeping her on her place. L, tell them about your boy Space.
Your pretty face for one taste, she's late.
Act fool up in the pool, hun drool on my tool. And her man's in summer school while he sweat I keep cool. Dueling all ciphers. In the yard getting higher, we widen all nighter.
It's them summertime blues. Seems like every day somebody dying in the news. Whether it's your money or your jewels, it's hectic, kids neglected. Dirty shit drip, say she wanna be respected. What you expected? Baby, it's the brick. It's them summertime blues. Better get used to it. This world cold as hell, it's either win or you lose. We bring the heat and stews for the summertime blues. And the night blocks littered with rocks and crack fiends. Color lights on the crime scene signify the tip is still rising. Young girls, you move too quick, wearing jeans you can't fit. Think your ass is thick. Young thugs hugging dreams of making moves in cash. Take your ass to summer class instead of Belvy in your glass. It only gets hotter every season, my man. But every year you with the same clan, with the same plan.
Elsie, you don't understand till it's too late.
Yeah, chalk and yellow tape, I'm making for a great escape.
Plus little cats got heat to shoot flames for the beast.
Well on for ghetto techniques and battles on the streets. Everybody trying to eat cause now it's costly. It's taking piece of weed, man, like we did to Mr. Softy. Barbecue fuel, smoke outs on avenues. Door passing you, clues up the summertime blues. It's some summertime blues. Seems like every day somebody dying in the news. Whether it's your money or your jewels, it is hectic, it's neglected. Dirty if drip, say she wanna be respected. What you expected? Baby, it's the brick. It's some summertime blues, better get used to it. This world cold as hell, it's either win or you lose. We bring the heat and stews for the summertime blues. Yeah. Yo, Twiz, man, look, yo, it's hot as hell out here, man.
Word up, son. I'm telling you, man.
Look at that.
Africa hot out there.
Listen, yo, you put the egg on the ground, it's cooking, B. Homeboy is like stolen cars.
Hey, yo, my leash,
Yo, man, about to hit by the car. Yo, what the hell, man? Blazing out here. I'm about to go get me something to drink.
Let's go get my leaders on the
drum. Go see your man, Hazy. All right, yo.
Elder Sensei, straight from the bricks. My leaders on the drums. Straight from New Jerusalem. We drop y'all this for the new season. As my words maneuver through the track, my mind racing for impact. And climb, I find a taste, no time to waste for this cat. Showtime tunes intact, flawless, notorious wordsmith. Much too complicated, so I'm slowing the pace. To come across raw for sure, so folks can understand this. Uniqueness from a man whose lifestyle is quite candid. I'm handpicked from the planet in WK, where cats get robbed on any given Sunday with no delay. Or any day for that matter, though my chat is complete. Exercise extreme caution, cause I'm scorching. Feel the heat? Ha! Beats by my lead, always a spray official commentary. To show up everywhere, the heat of jazz contemporary. Solidify spots like semen on the streets and congregate to my peace or new ways to get released. I'm speaking in tongues to lash over bass and drums. Straight from New Jerusalem to get the job done.
So easily will I EMCE. Check it out. Represent the bricks. So easily will I EMCE. So easily will I EMCE.
I'ma settle the score once and for all.
So easily will I EMCE.
No doubt. This is for your independent labels and reps. Overseas prospects and ghetto groupies who want their thorns wet. Postpone on my word, cause my version is true. Here to protect and serve, knowing I'm long overdue. So, I mastermind words, letters, rhymes put together, lines like the stitching in my polo sweater. See, it's evident that I'm schooled with the tools to entertain, scatter brains in this industry cesspool. The drama king, fondling notes, astonishing, inquiring minds to open avenues for design. Repping facts for life. Don't get it off it. Who brought the truth back in '94? Best of the underground tour. How you feel on my appeal? Still skill from the draw. Giving a mouthful, never doubtful that I'm raw. Rhymatic, charismatic, today's man. With laid plans, trying to gain fans to raise hands. Who blaze hands?
So easily will I EMCE. So easily will I EMCE.
You know how we do. Straight from New Jerusalem. Yeah. Elder Sensei, once again. My leader on the beat, you know the deal. You know the time. Alright, little man, let me tell you about the days when your favorite MCs had no major airplay.
What?
No video, car, crib, or large deals.
Huh?
Only a single got you citywide appeals. So
Dang,
your skill upon the mic, originality was key. And the law was not to bite in the highest degree.
I hear that.
Plus you had to battle cash for respect.
Like Mo D, Busy B, MC Shannon, KIS.
Yeah, kid, it goes deeper, but you get the picture. You had to have lyrics and plus hot beats to get the mixture. As always, you had to have the ill DJ. Technician with precision, switch the fader all day. Or must have had these additives to smash a battle kit.
But yo, that's like today's cats?
Nah, that's a negative. Today's MCs don't possess these qualities. So I put you to the test on this musical quest. What's the question?
What made the music change through the time?
What's the answer? They started getting paid to rhyme. What's the question?
What happened to the culture as a whole?
What's the answer? Too many MCs sold their soul. What's the question?
What happened to the MCs from the past?
What's the answer? Not enough fans and no cash. What's the question?
How do we get it back like before?
What's the answer? More skills actually getting this before. What's the question?
How so many groups fall apart?
What's the answer? They in it, but it's not from the heart. Look at the records in this store, know the faces and the names. All the places that they came from, mistake that as their claim. Acclaimed writers like Haynes, G-Rap dug in the biz. DJs like Groovy, Mr. C in the mid.
Yo, I heard this one kid who make beats and rhyme, correct?
You must be talking about this man here, his name is Lord Finesse.
It was another cat too, yo, the biggin' beats was hot. He was down with CL Smooth.
So, brother Pete Rock. Plenty others I could name, but the most by far. These pioneers most revered, group name Gangstar. Put it down through the years, most respected by the peers. For Primos, hot beats, Guru's voice so clear.
Yeah, I know about them, hard to earn, one of the best. What about the sellers, well, special ed, dots and facts.
Got some history, you're building on your lessons. When you see me next time, be refined for your confession.
I'm gonna cop this word up.
You do that.
Flavors the other night, two of those.
What's the question?
How long can it last like this?
What's the answer? With all them seasons going in their midst. What's the question?
What happened to the sound of the east?
What's the answer? Niggas went south and trying to eat. What's the question?
When niggas gonna dig back in the crate?
What's the answer? With certain left niggas trying to hate. What's the question?
When will all the show stop?
What's the answer? When your top MCs stop getting dropped. What's the question?
Did you say your name was again, kid?
Yo, that's Sensei, man. Artifact.
Crucial Rhythms, the time is 11:40 p.m. The date is November 10th, 2019. Coming back with some more artifacts. That's Elder Sensei. If you missed the interview, feel free to go to the podcast. This will be available as of tomorrow, Monday, at the Crucial Rhythms podcast and Crucial Rhythms YouTube channel as well. With that being said, big ups to everybody who's back in the house building with us, and that is Ryan Swift and Bogdan Lupsa. Shout out to Desda Hip Hop as well, always showing mad love on the YouTube channel. So let's get back into this mix. Got that little off loop going, so let's get back into this mix. And you're listening to 88.7 WLUW. The Chicago Sound Alliance. We're broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University.
Hell yeah, it's been a struggle, a beautiful juggle. My grind makes men. What's the win if you ain't happy in your own skin? I'm signing, in fact redefining what's supposed to be. Supposedly, the God was finished. The God can't never be diminished. I've seen one hit wonders burn through the stars, but I've stayed in the hearts and the minds. So now the X-Defined is the road warrior. Heads Gloria, from Spain to Astoria. My name rings, the fat lady still sings $2 chicken wings in my notebook. First a hook, I'm acid. You got the question answered. The God still has it. It fit me. Got Fox and L with me.
spar, true gladiators. Get back to right and get your bars tight.
If it's beef on beats, we hit the heavy bag. But if it's beef in the streets, we bring the heavy bags. Cause we are
heavy-handed and demanding command. Never scarred by far. Got 3 rounds to spar. I dropped the second line, second verse, second out the gate. More than second base out the park. First take, kill small talk, fulfill gossip ball charts. Build small, skills sharp like a knife and after dark. Piping hot, rock confident, spit correspondent. Admired through homage, but still considered higher prominence. World dominance to be the topic of choice. Popping your boys, so solid, astonishing voice. Noise maker, party starter like drunks. Again, the happy hour. Rock powered, impact cowards who only run for prowess. We the special forces line up assembling. X-Man, Elderson, bumpy, keep them trembling. Center stage, rage, right and left. Keep your paws up, keep them all struck. Car boost until the sawdust. Y'all suck, we the raw cut footage premium. XL, your medium, all moves we streaming them. Now, 3 rounds of spar bars training them. Pounds up, sounds rough, hard when we saying them. Now, 3 rounds of spar, true gladiators. Get back to right and get your bars tight.
If it's beef on beats, we hit the heavy bag. But if it's beef in the streets, we bring the heavy bags. Cause we are
heavy-handed and demanding command. Never scarred by far. Got 3 rounds to spar.
Rump Nut still a closer. From young, soldier, general, now older. Flow colder, like I spit with a mint in my mouth. I'm so fresh. God made me an MC, I'm so blessed. Sitting saying that I'm underrated, but who's waiting? Sitting who can't rhyme, for real, about mine. And hip-hop is my music. And you mad cause I'm mad cause you misuse it. So I shit and moan on this microphone. 2 H's tight together on whatever the song it's on. For all you how to rap for dummies type verse. Again, this raw gutter shit came first. Again, I got a voice like no one, so that I can relate. And more balls than Queen's House, so how could I hate? Until my boom bap baby brother, Elder Sensei. If I show him my chin plate any day.
Now, 3 rounds of spar bars training them. Pounds up, sounds rough, hard when we saying them. Now, 3 rounds of spar, true gladiators. Get back to right and get your bars tight.
If it's beef on beats, we hit the heavy bag. If it's beef in the streets, we bring the heavy bags. Cause we are
heavy-handed and demanding command. Never scarred by far. Got 3 rounds to spar.
Somebody better call security, it's about to be on.
Go to war like I'm going down like that.
Put your gloves on. I spit round.
The unflappable, hard like granite. Formally invited to a slaughter. RSV.
We throwing knuckles with lightning in hands. Peep the flow. Here we go. The TKO. I take this serious.
Somebody should have warned ya.
Jersey representation. Yeah, Elder Sensei. Minor league, what you thought? In each and every way. Dictate my doctrine for debate. Satisfy on a clean slate, giving no chance to advance or recuperate. Thoughts design a clearer picture for your clarity, so seek and define a better meaning of cause. Find it in your clause that in your contract it reads that your find whack. Through that's and they dots and real time things. Rappers a sense to invent choice, remarkable shit. Mitten consent to represent the raw caliber. Shatterer of your ideas, coming true to your fears. With a vocal tone clear, yeah, the sensei on the rise. All eyes on the prize, watch as I justify what you consider proper respect for what was made and built to last. Many labeled it a fact. Who's a super bad lad with the walk that box? Hat side cock, knowing that the shit stop. From the tippy with drippy containing soul from the heart. Show you from dark to finish, we diminish from the start. We keep it live. For the DJs in the dirt for beats, we keep it live. For them underground heads in the street, we keep it live. For the cats we got shooting for cream, we keep it live. For them that's out the scheme, we keep it live. For the brothers dipping out the stash, we keep it live. For them that hustle for cash, we keep it live. For the low professionals still here, we keep it live. From the 9 to the 2G, yeah. Who spit the fattest, truest, livest shit you heard yet? LS from Pearson, we mashing through your herb set. Jers reps, man, I'm on my first quest to reach my apex. Y'all niggas move left. So what's next? Yo, I guess that only Clue knows these 2 bros gon' rip the streets like where you goes. You bros gotta rock to the beat. Cause nah, these B-boys gon' still run these streets. From here to Vermont, Albany, and Providence, it's evident that I be the prominent personified president. Everyday stamp, prepare the seed for class. Eat good, live right, always wash my ass. See them fresh, dressed like $1 million.
Stay atop, never flop. My profiness never rust. Combust verbally, deservingly I grace the stage with the presence of mind to unwind the rhyme gate. See, haste makes weight, so I praise my taste upon those who sound have gone for the Willie phenomenon. Really, what page we on when we plead the fifth? When we hear most albums that to me ain't shit.
Tired all these coming out, all sounding the same. Yo, we on some new shit now.
We keep it live. Other DJs in the dirt for beats. We keep it live.
For them underground heads in the street.
We keep it live. For the cats with gas shooting for cream. We keep it live.
For them stats out the scheme.
We keep it live. For the brothers dipping out the stash. We keep it live.
For them that hustle for cash.
We keep it live. For the low professionals still here. We keep it live.
From the 9 to the 2G, yeah.
We keep it live. For the Jersey rep supporting the camp. We keep it live.
For my niggas out getting they stand.
We keep it live. The picture fanfare growing galore.
We keep it live. For my niggas that stay hardcore.
We keep it live. Say Jubei, big original. We keep it live.
For my niggas doing it our way.
We keep it live. So bring my man, yo, what we gon' do?
We keep it live. Rap, yo, we do it for you.
We keep it. All my heads, yo, I'm saying we about to break it down like this. We're gonna leave y'all with a little something. So prepare for the coming. Because we smoking la 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 la. 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 Light it up, light it up. Smoking la la la.
Classroom talk trash up, blasting off at you without help from massa has to. So you know I'm chest up like asthma with raptors and fresh ass raps for whack bastards. West District politicking like Gibson makes it pick up and then escapes from New York like Snake Plissken with trees tied to the thighs of down shorties clearing customs. Ready to cuss and bust on even with a fucking product. This ain't my bag. Back in the bricks, tricks, and kids dig the music as we do. When we play this again, this is T, watch me dot your eye. Stay on your P's and Q's, again mastered my high. And when the snake bites and hype blinds your eyesight at last, the artifacts who bug and have the last laugh. We're coming through all your studio sessions, bringing 40 all over your conference table.
Like this, right? Rhyme style criminal with the lyrical missile. Wax against the issue blessed, catching wreck to your chest. Rock even Budapest, who the best? Hold the spot. Blink again this quicker from the corner back. Flop a prop. MCs pop. We're running approach into my strategy. Task B, easily complete major catastrophe. I beat the rhyming holocaust with the source to toss. Those who making Jackson rapping know they falling off. Is it the way we laid the forte? Display my caliber, slaying my challenges. Used to be a dancer, now I flow. Balance up, manufacture raptors. Dip into my tricks. Pulling out treats and singles coming by the hits. This done by Vic. Units for the 9-6. M together sin with the way like this.
We kick it over your croissant. Smacking your secretary up and kick it up with that judo. We snatched all the paper out the fax machine. And we stopped the distribution on your next release. Huh? What makes you think that we can't start beefing a heartbeat like car thieves with snatches? Giving rappers hot flashes for access of our main passes. Knocking out you half, rocking my jocks on your asses like ashes, but cautious. These don't rhymes will leave you nauseous.
But we still got the picture perfect work kit, expert that hurts it. Anyone with the first dish gets bursted. Exploit the tie, simplify tracks. I rap for brothers on the block and those who buy me off the rack. Attack foes who slack upon the path. Jot down the plot as this MC gets into that ass. The bass thickens while crews face the whipping.
I
We
ran
traveling the whole world.
Brixton, Munich, Soweto, Glasgow, Houston, New York, Laredo.
Going on the world tour.
London, Paris, Japan, Sao Paulo, Beast, Seoul, I
We
ran
traveling the whole world.
Brooklyn, Munich, Soweto, Glasgow, Houston, New York, Laredo.
It's A signing in, we the greatest, keep telling them. I'm on the track with the dot and L and ain't nothing changed, same story, just tell again. And it's the crack that we package and sell it them.
X signing in 4 bars to the stars. Also got scars. Here with LNA, please feel ours. Got ideas, don't steal ours. Can't be concealed behind bars. No.
Sensei signing in, motor skills, overkill, dope. Know the drill, thrills when we build hella real quotes. Split bars, get it y'all, tandem togetherness. XL and A, I'm always repping it.
We levitate Leviathan, turn a demon to an angel. When I told her that I love her, she replied, what's your angle? Never mind, just touch your ankle. I see that words ain't enough, gotta hurt you just to change you. I'm the one who gave the message to Muhammad. Same words I give the youth, I just tell it with ebonics. We iconic, you a comic, your flow is UGHH, vomit, dancing Wu Lee, master with the loose leaf. Here for so long, we the old and the new heat. Wave up, bring murder with acoustics. Trying to hold us down is useless.
The track I'm on goes through Newark and Patterson. Bronx, New York, I'm in Brooklyn by Madison. My dudes got passports that's valid. Taste is verbal salad. London tea and Japan high tea. I know L since we wore the black power beads. Me and AT fulfilled our Sega needs. I'm on the wrong side of the track with a fat pocket. When I leave this thing, we'll probably be traveling by rocket. 3 fan bases that at some point intertwine. By design, we at the same table. We might not be on the same label, but we can still connect, and we can still say a check. And when we write, we superheroes.
Got style, got charm, lot of hot songs. Strong arm and uniform, duty to perform. Artful, hard to argue, we harmful and hazardous. 90s era graduate with lines and more passionate. 2003, me and AK and Naughty was overseas blowing trees, tripping in the party bus. Crime time, out the goodie bag, lollygag. Shotty up your swag like we got it in the past. Higher class, imagine when we pass it to experience. Mirror image move, stand up, so you clearing it. Box cut, zigging washed up, take over. It's your made men, special agent tour, late on the world tour.
London, Paris, Japan, Sao Paulo, Beast, Seoul, I ran
in the whole world.
Brixton, Munich, Soweto, Glasgow, Houston, New York, Laredo.
Going on the world tour.
London, Paris, Japan, Sao Paulo, Beast, Seoul, I ran
in the whole world.
Brooklyn, Munich, Soweto, Glasgow, Houston, New York, Laredo. London, Paris, Japan, Sao Paulo, Beast, Seoul, I ran Brixton, Munich, Soweto, Glasgow, Houston, New York, Laredo. London, Paris, Japan, Sao Paulo, Beast, Seoul, I ran Brooklyn, Munich, Soweto, Glasgow, Houston, New York, Laredo.
Just do what you supposed to be doing. Why you always worried about my shit? Do what you supposed to be doing. We be out here, y'all. Check it out. You always got your hand in my pocket. My phone, I've been had to lock it. You never supposed to look like SpongeBob. You supposed to stay on your job. You used to be a heartthrob. You say who's talking, I say who's walking. It's no equal opportunity. I'm the dictator in this little community. You worried about what I did in Japan. Worry about what you supposed to do in this land. Worry about pleasing your man instead of me always greasing your hand. I'm interested, what's your life plan? You better watch your girlfriend friend. She trying to see my dick expand. You don't want to love, so you saying it's bland. I say you can. Run off with Luis, the Mexican. Tell him to take care of your Texan phone plan. I might hit you in the plane land, or I just might get drained by the fan.
Damn. Hey, yo, hold on. It takes 2 to make it right through times beyond the brink. It takes 2. You the one when times you wouldn't think. It takes 2. When the wrong, admit it, apologize. Arguments in the night, results to realize. It takes 2. Know your limits when you take it too far. It takes 2. Diffuse the situation when it's too hard. It takes 1 time to lose, take 2 to get it tight. Communication is the key. Choose songs that make it right. The insistent tough. Who don't know they play talk this your name dropping, spitting all in your face. One guest list perks. Drink ticket thirst when you hit the green room. He's a nigga in first. You got nosy ass chicks in your personal biz. What's your whereabouts? She Ugly ass stalling issue. Claims she a fan, knowing she a stalker by night. All pics light, questioning others for insight. Yeah, it's all because you yeah, we might change. Look in the mirror, cause it's clearer you all strange. Baby bookers need lessons on how the tour flows. Mouth closed, mind your own when the date's on. Trying to upgrade, notoriety class. Level up, bigger truck, rent free up in the cut. No worries on how I'm moving, cause it's irrelevant. Know that I'm planning greater writtens and I'm selling. It takes two to make it right through times beyond the brink. It takes two. You the one when times you wouldn't think. It takes two. When I'm wrong, admit it, apologize. Arguments in the night, results to realize. It takes two. Know your limits when you take it too far. It takes two. Diffuse the situation when it's too hard. It takes one time to lose, take two to get it tight. Communication is the key. True songs that make it right.
Now when we good and everything is understood, and I ain't gotta fantasize about beating Megan Good, and I'm giving you that good wood and your mind is right, and I ain't gotta creep at night, and you forget all that shit you was saying, doing out of spite. That's when our relationship can be tight. We right, our conversation is real polite. Don't it feel good not to fight?
I'm making bread for the betterment of the situation. New community, cul-de-sac, and yearly vacations. Not a headache in the bed, bust the springs out. Pull the thing out and make it last and sweat your dreams out. Caregiver that's driven as long as we align. Like the stars and shots and happy hour time. Have my back and I promise to ride it smooth like the paved roads and lanes on Jersey Turnpike. It takes two to make it right through times beyond the brink. It takes two. You the one when times you wouldn't think. It takes two. When I'm wrong, admit it, apologize. Arguments in the night, results to realize. It takes two. Know your limits when you take it too far. It takes two. Diffuse the situation when it's too hard. It takes one time to lose, take two to get it tight. Communication is the key. True songs that make it right.
Crucial Rhythms, the time is 12 o'clock, and you're listening to 88.7 WLUW, the Chicago Sound Alliance. We're broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. That concludes the first part of the El Sensei show, but the next part is coming up, God willingly, next Sunday, where I'll bust out some more of the El Sensei interview, which was about a 30-minute interview. We got into about 15 minutes of it today, and we'll conclude the rest. It's balance, all about balance. So big ups to everybody who checked in with us on the new feed. That would be Miss Saigon, and we got Serge DJ, El Rasta, and Michelle Manifesto, and Fabian Kizata, and Bishop, and Roderick Babs Mullins, and big up to Michael Perrine. Also has Guiding Principles on WNUR as well. So big up to Third Rail as well on WNUR, doing hip hop from midnight to 5 in the morning. So good to know that there's a good variety of music in the Chicago airwaves broadcasting. And with that being said, I want to run down a couple events of what's happening this week, as well as what's happening around the Chicagoland area. I want to start off talking about Freddie Gibbs coming up to the Metro November 13th. This is Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sherman Demand has geeked out about 40 birthday celebration at Subterranean, and that's 10 p.m. to 2:30 in the morning, specifically 2:30 in the morning, and that's 11/9. So that just passed. So big ups, happy birthday Sherman Demand. And want to announce something, Subterranean Tuesday 606 open mic night, legendary open mic night, one of the longest, is actually gonna be closing the Tuesday nights. So if you have never gone to an open mic freestyle and wondered, like, you ever watch 8 Mile and say, hey, I wonder if there's any places like that in Chicago? Yes, it's Subterranean 606. They do it live in effect like that. The pressure is on. They'll count you off if you're not good at the freestyling. Believe me, things happen to the best of us, including myself, they will count you down. So big ups to Shadow Master and Annihilation, J-Norm, the 606 crew for holding it down for so long, and all the past hosts, including the members of the Pacifics, Rex, and so many others. So I'm going to finish off with that as well. So Tuesdays, enjoy the rest of it, of what's happening. So what else is happening? Vinyl Cypher, Sunday, December 1st, 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. This time it's taking place at the Stony Palace Cafe. That's 8114 South Stony Island, 60617 Chicago, Illinois. This is the monthly cypher is set with the first Sunday brunch. Oh, you can come eat, bring some vinyl, spin some vinyl. Yeah, bring back vinyl. So, and there will be come support the fellowship with the VCA Vinyl Cypher Association Awards and tributes. The city's sponsors, contributors, and DJs who still play vinyl. And there's Zion I with DJ Rascue and Master Burns and Sam I Am the MC, along with one of our past guests, DJ Most Definite or DJ Most Def. And this is happening at the Beat Kitchen this Thursday at 7 p.m. And that will take place. Show starts at 8 o'clock. So tickets are available, and it'll probably be available at the door as well. So what else is happening? Oh yeah, RYC Live, co-host Artistic, Pop and Chuck. This is happening this Thursday night, 8 p.m. as well. So that is on air with Mr. RYC Live. And there's an open session with Brave Soul Movement Fall Session. This is happening Thursday, November 14th, Thursday, November 21st, and Thursday, December 5th. This is for breakdancers and all the hip-hop and the dance movement going on. This is at Dorchester Housing and Art Collective, 1456 East 70th Street. So come get your hip-hop dancing on, hosted by Brave Soul. And that would wrap up the show. Want to big ups everybody who's in the house with us, but especially dedicate this show today to my son, Little Epic, Eric Jr. And he was actually with me when I did the interview with El Sensei. He let me use his phone to do it, so he helps me out in so many ways. So thank you for being you, and so this show is dedicated to you, but always dedicate the show to the Lord Jesus Christ, the WLUW staff, Tay Knot, of course, Little Epic, the Cantillas family, and also want to say happy birthday to my father. His birthday was the day before, November 9th. So my son was almost born on my dad's birthday. Just by a couple hours, he missed it. So happy birthday to him. Turned 70 years old. So the Cantillas fam, DCM, BTL, CGT, CSG crew, Underpaid Productions, ILP, the SAK crew, Sam I Am the MC, Miss Saigon, aka Michelle Manifesto, Greg Tovar, Nick Salsa, Gio Rios, Theo Gilman, Fatal Flows, and we have everyone at Subterranean, and we have Nevs, Menace, Anthony, Chin, Robin Rock, all of our past guests, Shy Rock, big ups to Artistic for making the Readers magazine, and El Rasta, Penny Z, JB the Crazy Admin, Nick C, Joey Africa, Mute, CGT crew, and BTL, and Greg Tovar, Gabe Mendoza, everyone at Radio 1, big ups to the Hip Hop Project, Thursdays on WLUW. DJ K-City and I just released the song along with DJ Ron Ron and Chicano Freestyles. This is called Turntablism, so it's on all the digital platforms. I'm gonna make sure to debut a clean single of that coming up soon, and a remix will be available for that coming up. And big ups to Third Rail, Tow Truck, all the dedicated team, RJ Baker, Jabe Knopnick, Kayvon, and then we have Mayaku. Big up to him. Big up to Jason Schwartz giving us the Schwartz stories. Big up to Rebecca, Anika, Gracie. Big ups to Jesse Menendez, Frank Cali, Charles Brown, El Desda Hip Hop, probably out in Brazil. And Rick 3C, we got Juice the Man and Juice Jooce, Gloria, Edgar, Bogdan Lupsa, Abuna and Laura, Rick and Oscar, Michael Perrine, Axel Rosa, CMW crew, and RIP to Kaiser, Soul, Heck, Defty, Norm, Derm, Evil, Afro. And if you know any other writers that you want us to mention that are no longer with us, go to the Crucial Rhythms page and let us know that. Alright, so want to also check in who also checked in with us ultimately at the end. I know there was some more people because we had to split it up into two. We got Brandon Koss, we have Levi Stress in the house, G Gonzo, Dwayne Scott, big ups, and who else checked in with us? Karen Robinson, big ups. Anthony Chin checked in with us, big ups. Alright, so, and Rick 3C, Rick 1, Aryukin, shout out to Oscar Aryukin as well. And Juan Barrios, happy birthday Juan Barrios as well. His birthday just passed up. Alright, so that's it. That concludes another mix for us, and we're going to keep it going. God willingly, next Sunday we will be back in the house with the Elder Sensei Part 2. And then I got more underground music to top off the year. So I'm working on that as well. So trying to give you the new underground stuff that's hot and prevalent in the underground hip hop society. Alright, so my name is Epic One, EPIK with the number 1. We do this every Sunday, 10 p.m. to midnight, along with DJ System 4, DJ System IV. Crucial Rhythms podcast is available, and the YouTube channel. You can just Google Crucial Rhythms. We are in different mediums, but if you want to visually see what the radio station looks like, you're probably wondering, what does WLUW look like? Well, you can just go to the YouTube channel, which is my own personal channel, which is Epic One, EPIKONE space underpaid, and take a look at previous episodes of our show. And we encourage you to go to www.wluw.org. We have a brand new redesigned website, and everything is available for you for the past episodes. And you can just go, if you're wondering what we played, there's a song log with all the schedules of your favorite show. Just click on it and you will be able to see the song log. So I'll read off what we had that the algorithm picked up. So we had Artifacts, Come On With the Get Down, Planet Asia with Barbershop Taper, which was one of DJ System 4's pick, which was fire. I'm definitely going to play that again. Artifacts, Come On With the Get Down, and DJ JS1 with Clear and Present Danger featuring Cannabis and KRS-One. Then we had Be Real featuring Exhibit and Young Dre. That's one of the DJ System 4's picks. And that was called Don't You Dare Laugh. And we had Those Personas. No, I don't think we had that. I think that one was a little off. But we started off with Elder Sensei in the Lab. Started off that mix. And then On the Job remix with Elder Sensei and Sadat X off the XL album. Then Elder Sensei with No Matter featuring Sean Price. That was one of my favorite cuts of Elder Sensei. Artifacts, Flexi with the Technique, which is the instrumental playing in the background right now. And then Artifacts, What's Up Now, edited version for the radio. And then we had the sample for Artifacts. That was Jack Bruce with Born to Be Blue, and The Wrong Side of the Tracks by the Artifacts. And then we had Elder Sensei and Sadat X with That's Life, and Sadat X and Elder Sensei would Put 'Em Up. Elder Sensei with Summertime Blues, Elder Sensei with So Easily, Elder Sensei with Questions and Answers, and XL with 3 Rounds to Spar featuring Bumpy Knuckles, which he talked about that Bumpy in the interview, that Bumpy Knuckles did not charge him any money for that verse. He did it out of the love, so big ups to Bumpy Knuckles. Then I went into some artifacts with This Is The Way from the second album, That's Them. Back to some Sada X and Elder Sensei duo called XL with Sign In featuring AG, one of our past guests as well, and Sada X and Elder Sensei with It Takes Two. So that wrapped up the mix. So that's all from the algorithm that the Crucial Rhythms website picks up. So if you're interested in any of the past shows, anything that was played, wluw.org. Alright, so that's it for me. Epic One, EPIK with the number 1 along with DJ System 4. And we wrap things up with a peace. Peace, y'all. Have a good week.